Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shirishkam Vitam Om Jnana Timaranda Shahajana Jana Shalagaya Chakshuramilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gaurava Bhishtam Supurkam Guruganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shirupa Patanagam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Varartanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Vande Vishwa Guruncha Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pradam Vanchakalpataru Bhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurata Vishay Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad. And this is Madhya-lila chapter 15. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya offers prashadam. And this is verse number 133. Sarvabhauma Vidya Vachaspati Dui Bhai Dui Jane Kripa Kore Kohena Gosai. Out of his causeless mercy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the following directions to the brothers Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Vidya Vachaspati. Darujao Rupe Krishna Prakata Samprati Darshana Snane Kore Jivera Mukati. Sri Chaitanya said, in this age of Kali, Krishna is manifest in two forms, wood and water. Thus, by enabling the conditioned souls to see the wood and bathe in the water, he helps them become liberated. Daru Brahma Rupe Sakat Shri Purushottama Bhagirate Haya Sakat Jala Brahma Sama. Lord Jagannath is the Supreme Lord himself in the form of wood, and the river Ganges is the Supreme Lord himself in the form of water. The Vedas enjoin Sarvam Kala Vidam Brahma. Everything is the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Brahman or Param Brahma. Parasya Brahma Shaktis Tatedam Akilam Jagat. Everything is a manifestation of the energy of the Supreme Brahman. Since the energy and energetic are identical, actually everything is Krishna. Param Brahma, everything is Krishna, Param Brahma. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna confirms this. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matstani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastita. By me, in my unmanifest form, the entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Krishna is spread throughout the whole universe in his impersonal form. Since everything is a manifestation of the Lord's energy, the Lord can manifest himself through any energy. In this age, the Lord is manifest through wood as Lord Jagannath, and he is manifest through water as the river Ganges. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered the two brothers, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Vidya Vachaspati, to worship Lord Jagannath in the river Ganges as their own personal forms of worship. Usually would be on the fourth day of Parikrama, we go to Vidyanagar. And Vidyanagar is where the Matsya avatar rescued the four Vedas. But right behind there, most directly adjacent to there is the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya Gaudiya Mat, Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur. And that's where Vidya Vachaspati and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya appear there in Vijayanagar.
They were brothers, right?
Yeah. So Mahaprabhu, he had ordered them to worship the Daru Brahma and Jal Brahma. So Vijayavachaspati, he worshipped the Ganges, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya worshipped Daru Brahma, Lord Jagannath in Jagannath Puri. Sarvabhauma Kora Daru Brahma Aradan, Vachaspati Kora Jal Brahmera Seban. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you should engage in the worship of Lord Jagannath, Purushottama, and Vachaspati, you should worship Mother Ganges. Murari Guptere Prabhu Korea Lingan, Tara Bhakti Nishta Lokan, Shune Bhaktagan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Murari Gupta and began to speak about him, his firm faith in devotional service. This was heard by all the devotees. Purvayame ihare lobaila barabar Parama Madhura Gupta Brajendra Kumar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, previously I induced Murari Gupta again and again to be allured by Lord Krishna. I said to him, my dear Gupta, Lord Sri Krishna Brajendra Kumar is the supreme sweetness. Svayam Bhagavan Krishna Sarvamshi Sarveshva. No. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Sarvamshi Sarvashrai Vishuddha Nirmala Prema Sarva Rasamoy. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the origin of all incarnations and the source of everything. He is pure transcendental love itself, and he is a reservoir of all pleasure. Sakala Sadguna Brinda Ratnakar Vidagda Chatura Dara Rasika Shekhar. Krishna is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. He is like a mine of gems. He is expert at everything, very intelligent and sober, and he is the summit of all transcendental humors. Madhura Charitra Krishna Madhura Bilas Chaturya Vidagya Kore Jaralila Ras Chaturya Vaidagya Kore Jaralila Ras. His character is very sweet and his pastimes are melodious. He is expert in intelligence, and thus he enjoys all his pastimes and mellows. Say Krishna Bhaja to me, how Krishna Shrai, Krishna Vina Anya, Upasana Mane Nahi Loy. I then requested Murari Gupta worship Krishna and take shelter of him, but for his service nothing appeals to the mind. Emata bar bar shunya bachan, amara gorabe kichu fire gelaman. In this way he heard from me again and again. By my influence his mind was a little converted. So this is a test. This is a little bit of a test or una prueba. It's done by Mahaprabhu to Murari Gupta. Amare ko henami tomara kinkar tomara agya kore ami nahi swatantar. Murari Gupta then replied, I am your servant and your order carrier. I have no independent existence. Etabole garegela chinti ratri kale Raghunatha Jaga Chindai Hoila Bikale. After this, Murari Gupta went home and spent the whole night thinking how he would have to give up the association of Raghunath, Lord Ramachandra. Thus he was overwhelmed. So, Murari Gupta is a devotee of Ramachandra, but Mahaprabhu is telling him to worship Krishna. So it's very much disturbing to Murari Gupta because he's completely devoted to Ramachandra. So Kemone Chadiva Raghunatha Charan Ajiratri Prabhu Morakoraha Maran. Murari Gupta then began to pray at the lotus feet of Lord Ramachandra. He prayed that death would come that night because it was not possible for him to give up the service of the lotus feet of Raghunath. Raghunath is Ramachandra, so he's thinking, Mahaprabhu wants me to worship Krishna, but I'm completely attached to worship of Lord Ramachandra, so what can I do? Better I just die. So this is all a test that Mahaprabhu made. Emata sarva ratri korana krandan mane soyasti nahi ratri koila jagaran. Thus Murari Gupta cried the entire night. There was no rest for his mind. Therefore he could not sleep, but stayed awake the entire night. Pratakali asimora darila charan kandite kichu koranivedan. In the morning, Murari Gupta came to see me, catching hold of my feet and crying. He submitted an appeal. Raghunathera paya mui vechi jat ya vechi yachon mata kaditena parimata mane pai vyata. Murari Gupta said, I have sold my head unto the lotus feet of Raghunath. I cannot withdraw my head, for that would give me too much pain. Shri Raghunath Charana Charana Najai Taba Agyabanga Hoy Ki Karon Upai. It is not possible for me to give up the service of Raghunath's lotus feet. At the same time, if I do not do so, I shall break your order. What can I do? Tate more e kripa koradoya moy tumarage mrityu hauk joka samshai. In this way, Murari Gupta appealed to me, saying, You are all merciful, so kindly grant me this mercy. Let me die before you so that all my doubts will be finished. Etashuniyame bora mane sukha pailun ihare utaya tabe alingana koilun. Hearing this, I became very happy. I then raised Murari Gupta and embraced him. Sadhu Sadhu Gupta Tomar Sudrida Bhajan Amara Vachaneha Tomar Natalilaman. I said to him, and what Mahaprabhu actually says is Sadhu Sadhu. Oh, this is really correct. You are a real sadhu. This is the way of a sadhu, he says. All glories to you, Murari Gupta. Your method of worship is very firmly fixed, so much so that even upon my request, your mind did not turn. Himata Seva Kera Priti Chahi Prabhu Pai Prabhu Chadai Leha Para Chadana Najai. A servitor must have love and affection for the lotus feet of the Lord exactly like this. Even if the Lord wants separation, the devotee cannot abandon the shelter of his lotus feet. Well, it was all a test by Mahaprabhu, but then he said, forget about worshipping Lord Ramachandra. You can worship Krishna, but Murari Gupta said, no, it's impossible. I can't do that. So then, even though he was suggested to do that by Mahaprabhu, he didn't, and Mahaprabhu said, Sadhu, sadhu, this is really correct. This is, Emata tomaranishta jani bhartare tumare agraha ami koilun bare bare. Just to test your firm faith in your Lord, I requested you again and again to change your worship from Lord Ramachandra to Krishna. Sakat Hanuman Tumi Sri Rama Kinkar Tumi Keni Chadibe Tara Charana Kamal. In this way I congratulated Murari Gupta, saying, indeed, you are the incarnation of Hanuman. Consequently, you are the eternal servant of Lord Ramachandra. Why should you give up the worship of Lord Ramachandra and his lotus feet. Say Morari Gupte Mora Pranasam Ihara Doinya Shuni Mora Fataye Jivan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, I accept this Morari Gupta as my life and soul. When I hear of his humility, it perturbs my very life. Tabe Vasudevi Prabhu Koryalingan Taraguna Kohe Hoya Sahasrabadan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Vasudeva Datta and began to speak of his glories as if he had 1,000 mouths. Nichaguna Shunidata Mani Lachapaya Nivedana Kore Prabhu Charana Doriya. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified him, Vasudeva Datta immediately became very much embarrassed and shy. He then submitted himself, touching the Lord's lotus feet. Jagat Tarite Prabhu Tomara Avatar Mora Nivedana Ek Koraha Angikar. Vasudeva Datta told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my dear Lord, you incarnate just to deliver all conditioned souls. I now have one petition which I wish you would accept. Korite samartha tume how doyamoy tume mana koratabe anayase hoy. My Lord, you are certainly able to do whatever you like, and you are indeed merciful. If you so desire, you can easily do whatever you want. Jivara dukkha deki mora hridaya bidare sarva jivara pap prabhu deho mora shire. My Lord, my heart breaks to see the suffering of all the conditioned souls. Therefore, I request you to transfer the karma of their sinful lives upon my head. Vasudeva Datta wanted to accept the karma of everyone so that they would be released from all their karma and he would take it. This is a form of sacrifice. Shivera pap loya mui karon Naraka Bog Sakala Jivera Prabhu Guchaha Baba Rog. My dear Lord, let me suffer perpetually in a hellish condition, accepting all the sinful reactions of all living entities. Please finish their diseased material life. Eta Shuni Mahaprabhu Chitta Dravila Ashru Kampas Sarvabhauma Kohiti Lagila. When Mahaprabhu heard Vasudeva Datta's statement, his heart became very soft. Tears flowed from his eyes, and he began to tremble. In a faltering voice, he spoke as follows: Tomarava Chitra Nahe Tumi Sakat Pralad Tomaru Pare Krishna Sampurna Prashad. Accepting Vasudeva as a great devotee, the Lord said, such a statement is not at all astonishing, because you are an incarnation of Prahlad Maharaj. It appears that Lord Krishna has bestowed complete mercy upon you. There is no doubt about it. Krishna says, Satyakore Je Mage Britya Pancha Purti Binu Nahi Anya Kritya. Whatever a pure devotee wants from his master, Lord Krishna doubtlessly grants, because he has no duty other than to fulfill the desire of his devotee. Brahmanda Jiver Tumi Banshile Nishtar Bina Pap Boge Habe Sabara Udar. If you desire the deliverance of all living entities within the universe, then all of them can be delivered even without your undergoing the tribulations of sinful activity. So Mahaprabhu is indicating that A pure devotee can take the karma of everybody without having to suffer that karma. Just his presence is enough to give liberation to everybody. Asamarta nahi Krishna dare Sarvabhauma tomake va kene bunjaibe papaval. Krishna is not incapable, for he has all potencies. Why would he induce you to suffer the sinful reactions of other living entities? Tumi jara hita bancha se hoila Vaishnavera pap Krishna dura koresab. Whosever welfare you desire immediately becomes a Vaishnava, and Krishna delivers all Vaishnavas from the reactions of their past sinful activities. Yas tvindra gopam atavendra maho svakarma bandhanu rupa phala bhajanam atanoti karmani nirdati kintu na bhakti bhajam govindamadi parusham tamaham bhajami. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the original personality of Godhead Govinda, who regulates the sufferings and enjoyments due to fruitive activity. He does this for everyone, from the heavenly king Indra down to the smallest insect, Indragopa. That very personality of Godhead destroys the karmic reactions of one engaged in devotional service. Tomari chamatre habe Brahmanda mochan sarvamukta korite Krishna nahikechu shrama. Because of your honest desire, all living entities within the universe will be delivered, for Krishna does not have to do anything to deliver all the living entities of the universe. Ek udumbara brike lage kote fale kote jay brahmanda bashe virachara jale. Just as there are millions of fruits on the Udambara tree, millions of universes float on the waters of the river Viraja. Tar ek fal pare jhari nashta hoy, tatapi brikanahi jani nija apachai. The Udambara tree is filled with millions of fruits, and if one falls down and is destroyed, the tree does not even consider the loss. Taichi ek brahmanda jadi mukta hoy tabu alpahani krishner mane nahiloi. In the same way, if one universe is vacated due to the living entities having been liberated, that is a very little thing for Krishna. He does not take it very seriously. Ananta Ishvarya Krishnara Vaikuntare Dam Taragara Kai Karanab Nabi Jarasam Jaranam. Okay, the entire spiritual world constitutes the unlimited opulence of Krishna, and there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets there. The causal ocean is considered the surrounding waters of Vaikuntha Loka. So, okay, just a few more verses and we'll finish. The entire spiritual world constitutes the unlimited opulence of Krishna, and there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets there. The causal ocean is considered the surrounding waters of Vaikuntha Loka. Tate Bashe Maya Loya Ananta Brahmanda Garakaite Bashe Jena Rai Purna Banda. Maya and her unlimited material universes are situated in that causal ocean. Indeed, Maya appears to be floating like a pot filled with mustard seeds. Tara ek rai nashe hani nahi mani achi ek anda nashe Krishna nahi hani of the millions of mustard seeds floating in that pot, if one seed is lost, the loss is not at all significant. Similarly, if one universe is lost, it is not significant to Lord Krishna. Now you know how small mustard seeds are, and if you're carrying a whole pot of mustard seeds and one mustard seed falls out of the pot, who even notices that? So here there's unlimited number of universes, and if by the will of a pure devotee like Vasudeva Datta, if everyone becomes liberated, what is the loss for Krishna? You know, that's not even noticeable. Okay, you can understand. Sabramanda sahajari mayara hoy koi tatapinamane Krishna kichu apachai. To say nothing of one universal mustard seed, even if all the universes and the material energy Maya are destroyed, Krishna does not even consider the loss. Koti kamadenu patir chagi jai chemare shadaishvarya pate Krishna Maya kiba kore. If a person possessing millions of wish-fulfilling cows loses one she-goat, he does not consider the loss. Krishna owns all 6 opulences in full. If the entire material energy is destroyed, what does he lose? Okay, so I'm going to, tomorrow we'll continue, because we're just getting into the part where Mahaprabhu is saying goodbye to all the devotees of Bengal. The Chaturmasya has passed, and they're all returning home, and he's saying goodbye to all of them. And then we begin with this chapter describing how Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is inviting Mahaprabhu to lunch. Now everyone's gone. Oh, please come and take my invitation. So I'll continue tomorrow, or either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We cannot say with all surety. But now I'll sing Hari Haraya. We have, what's this? Okay. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama. Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama. Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan. Giridhari Gopinatha Marana. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra. Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra. Garanara Shiva Sari Gora Bhaktivedanta. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raguna. Jai Rupa Sanatan Padma Koryam. Harinam Sankirtana Kohai Naratamoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai Sapadrikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Tilak Nehriya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivedanta Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattacharya Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsiko Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Vishvavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupad Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hare